Okay. Hi, Aliki.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So, just want to chat to you. I think I'm more nervous than you are. You look so relaxed, like you do this every day.
Not quite, no, not at all.
Tell me a bit more about yourself.
I'm originally from Johannesburg, moved to the Cape about 25 years ago. Decided Gauteng wasn't for me, moved here and got married and had a child and lived in Hart Bay for many years and moved to the Seychelles, lived there for a few years, decided to get out of the rat race. And then recently moved back and decided to come to the country. So I've been living on Pearl Valley for about 6 years now and loving it. And just very privileged to be out here instead of the city and living on such a beautiful estate too.
It is beautiful.
Yeah,
really,
no,
genuinely.
we are
genuinely
we are
beautiful, especially on a day like this.
Yeah, no,
you see
absolutely.
the absolute beauty.
Yeah.
Aliki, tell me a bit more about your involvement with community projects and NGOs and NPOs. When did you start getting involved with NPOs or NGOs or community projects?
It sort of all just sort of came about when I moved to Pearl Valley. I was never really a golfer, but living on a golf estate, you sort of naturally have to play golf. So I have played before, but not seriously. So I started playing golf and got involved with the ladies, and then I just got onto the ladies committee and onto the golf committee, and then they asked me whether I would help head up the junior golf division, which I love working with the kids, so that was not a problem. And I then just realized that we just didn't have enough kids involved, and also the local community, there was no kids that were coming from outside in, and I just thought it would be a good opportunity to try and promote and involve them too. And Pearl Valley were very happy to take my advice, and so I got to meet one of the local chaps in Mbukweni, and we then sourced and got hold of a few boys and started bringing them to Pearl Valley, and then it just sort of snowballed from there, and really just try to encourage and promote the sport of golf, which in the informal settlements is not a sport they naturally do. So I just got to know the local people, and that was my first start to getting involved with the local communities, and then I started working in Longrich through Bridge House. Bridge House run the soup kitchen up at Longrich, and I just felt that I wanted to also give back to the community, and it was something that it's as we've been up there with the creche and that, and it's a very, very poor community, and I just felt I needed to try and help. And so that's where I started in Longrich, is through the soup kitchen, and just getting to know the ladies that work there. They don't get paid to work there, they do it. It's just a few mothers and fathers that help every single week, and then just got to hear about their stories and what they do in the community, and how little they have to actually look after the needy children. And so
is that the one I'm going to on Saturday?
Yes, yes. And so one of the ladies, Eunice, who is there every single week, you'll meet her as well. She runs a little creche where we saw the babies.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't there the last time. She was up in the Eastern Cape. And she just invited me to come and look at what she has and what she does.
Okay.
And I was, very, humbled by exactly what they have to make do with, in that shack, and especially in winter when they have all those little children in there. And so my involvement was just trying to just on my own speak to Pearl Valley parents and Bridge House parents and saying, look, we all have, I think, far too much, and whatever there is, please, could we just try and all get together and help out where we can. So that was how I got involved there, and then the other creche was just through our gardener, who's Malawian, and he just said to me, he would also like me to go up to the creche because I've known that his little daughter was at this creche, and I said, well, please take me there, I want to see, because he had told me it was also, run by this lady, Patricia, and they get no support from the government, and so that's how I got involved there. And so it's one of these things where I just feel that whatever you can do, whether it's just a little helping hand here or there, it goes a long way, and it is appreciated. I think
it's amazing how if you do put yourself out there, one thing can lead to another thing.
Absolutely. And it's not as though they demanding or unappreciative. You can actually see how appreciative they are, and I think that's where for me it's more the satisfaction of knowing that whatever I'm giving is actually going to a worthy cause, rather than I know there's so many things you can sort of donate monies to, but you never know where it's going. So if you physically actually know that you're actually handing over something, and the same with these fire victims, you just know that you physically giving to somebody that really, really needs it, and it's not just going into a stockpile, so that's how I got involved with Langrug, and then I'm involved with another NPO called 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, and I just got to hear about them through social media, and I knew that there was nothing like that in this area, so I contacted the head office in Joburg, and I said, well, how do I get involved? And they then said to me, well, they'd love somebody to represent them in the Paarl, Wellington, Franschhoek area, and so I got involved with that, and that's just an amazing, it just goes far and wide.
And now you have someone that can help in Wellington.
Exactly, yes, and thanks to you, Willem. Yeah, so I have it's just amazing how it's just all come together, and so it's just, for me, it's the feeling of satisfaction when you're actually giving and also making a bit of an effort, as I said,
obviously it doesn't come easy.
Yeah, I think it's for me, it's I think if I could, I would do this 24 hours a day. But I think every little bit, as I said, does help, and thanks to you and a lot of other people that have just been so giving and caring, and as you say, you put a word out there, and within days we had so much, and it just goes such a long way. It really does, and it's not just on my own. It's with the support of the community.
It's amazing if you just spark a fire, and then how quickly it can spread, and people just coming from nowhere, and where you would never believe or expect it from them, and they would just come.
Well, that's right.
Unload so much stuff.
Well, this is it, and I've never, for me, it's never been saying, well, please could you, give me money to go and buy stuff, because it's always been, just given, and, it's like the other day, a lady just delivered a huge box of stationery. She runs a community centre up in just beyond Pineal, and she said, I have all the stationery, can I just deliver it? And I mean, I just have this box at home now, so you know, I'm going to, you know, start getting it out to all the little creches and the community. So it's yeah, some of the time I think it's godsend, because I'm not quite sure where it's going to come from. And if Eunice or, you know, Priscilla phones me and they're desperate for nappies, and all of a sudden somebody would say to me, well, you know, can I help with anything? You know, it just seems to all just fall into place. So I must say, I really do appreciate the local community have been amazing. And I think a lot of people just don't know how to get involved, you know, or just maybe don't even bother, you know. So maybe it's just a little bit of an effort that
It's
you
very
sometimes
easy to say, I'm okay, I'm maybe giving a £5 to a car guard, or I'm doing my part. And you can do actually so much more.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And as I said, it's not a lot that you have to do. It's just a little bit, as you know, just going up there and just showing that you really do care. And
that's a big thing. I saw now as well. It's easy to just give something for someone else, but to go up there and for your eyes getting open to the situation and living conditions.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what, you know, what I feel is that you personally want to touch those hearts. You don't want to just say to somebody, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to deliver this on your doorstep. You actually want to go in there and see what they're doing. And I do, you know, I phone them and I say, how are you doing? Are you okay? Anything you need, you know? And it's just having that personal touch. And that's why, as I said, I'd love to, you know, to do more, but it's impossible. You know, you can only do do so much. And but yeah, so it's just a wonderful feeling to know that you are making a difference in so many people's lives, you know. And it doesn't take much to do that either.
Yeah, thank you for helping me, being a part of what you do.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Thank you for teaching me about this stuff that I thought I knew about. But
no, well,
and I would love to keep on being involved. And
great, no, really appreciate it, absolutely. And it's just, yeah, as I said, it's just like one thing, you know, follows another, and who knows, you know, it just seems to be, as I said, maybe just God sent that these people are put on your doorstep. And yeah, and I love to just be part of your life too as well. So thank you for everything.
It's just on that point you said, be part of my life. It's amazing how you actually, the relationship you build by. I came to you totally unknown.
Yes.
You thought, who is this guy that obviously just wants to come and be involved for some reason and then go. But it's nice to actually build a relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Apart from the good you do in the community, and it's good to build relationship, not just towards the community members.
No, you're right.
We are part of the community. I'm speaking of the community as being a part of with you and the guys in the squatter camps and the guys in the streets and wherever we are involved in.
Absolutely. And yeah, it always happens for a reason. And yeah, thanks for coming into my life. I really do appreciate it.
It's a big pleasure. Thanks, Aliki.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Philip.